guys, so I am back and I'm going to show you how to clean your new, well, it doesn't have to be new, but just your belly button piercing. And I got mine almost a week ago now. It'll be a week on 3 days, so not almost a week. I got it 4 days ago. So this is just what I do. This is just what my piercer told me, and just kind of my daily routine. So let's just get started. So first, you always want to start by washing your hands, because any bad bacteria that's on your hands is going to get into your belly button piercing, and that could infect it, and you do not want to have a infected belly button piercing because it's just bad. So just wash your hands first before you start any of this process. And then the second thing you're going to want to do is, if you're in the shower, you're going to take an unscented, uncolored bar, it could be bar, liquid soap of antibacterial soap, and you could get Diet, like just any kind of brand of, like Equate, the Walmart brand, anything like that. Just antibacterial, non-scented, non-colored soap, because if you have the scent or the color, it could irritate it, and that just would kind of hurt. And then you're just going to want to take it on your hands, and if it's a bar, you're going to wash your hand, like not like kind of like you're washing your hands, but like lather up your hands and just lightly go over it and get under, like right here and under the bar, and you're just going to wash it and wash it all off. Don't let the water directly hit it, because that could hurt and like not pull it out, but it could make it heavy, and that just could kind of like sag your, it's just not good. So just kind of let the water run down your body and wash it out. And if it's not fully washed off, take some water on your hand and just kind of lightly go over it to make sure all the bubbles are gone. And once you get out of the shower or washing it, like you don't have to be in the shower when you wash it with the antibacterial soap. That's just the easiest way to do it. But once you get out of the shower or once you're done washing it, you're going to want to make sure it is dry, because if it's not dry, you can get mold, like not mold, but like bacteria and like mildew and stuff growing inside. So you want to make sure it is always dry. And by that, you're not going to want to take like a dish soap or a dish rag that you've already used on something. You want to take a fresh something, like from the wash if you just washed it, or the paper towels, and fold it up and pat it dry. You're not going to want to rub it, because that can be too harsh on it. So you're just going to want to pat it dry to make sure it's all dry. And also, you're never going to want to clean it with alcohol, peroxide, or Neosporin. And those are all things that could kill the bad. They kill the bad bacteria, but they can also kill the good ones that you want to help heal the cells. I don't know. There was something technical about it that my piercer told me. I don't really know. It's something technical, but I know that you're just not supposed to use it because it can harm the new piercing. And also, you're not going to want to, when you clean it, you might want to just kind of, when you scrub it, it could move up and down just a little bit, but try not to be like moving it up and down and like twisting it. And I know people say that that's good for it. It heals it so it doesn't get stuck. But really, how does skin get, it can't get stuck. It really can't get stuck. It's just the crusties that you're going to want to clean out. So you're not going to want to be like moving this up and down, pushing that up. But what I do is I just kind of tilt, like I push this in so this part tilts up so I can get the bottom, like where the actual bar is. So I do move it just a little bit, but I don't go crazy with it. I'm not like moving it and like twisting it, because I'm kind of afraid to be honest. Like I don't know. I just really don't do that. So yeah, that's just another thing to know about. Yeah. The second thing you can do is you can take H2 Ocean, or Purified Salt Ocean Spray as this is called. And the bottle just looks like this. It's just like a little Seaman, and it's just piercing aftercare spray. And what I do for this is, and by the way, you can get any brand of this. They have like something called like Dragon something. There's other brands, or in a second I can tell you how to make this for cheaper, because this was $15 at my piercing place, and I know it can range from 10 to 15, but my place that I got at was 15. So I definitely recommend this. If to me it's just way easier. So I'm going to tell you how to use this first. And this says on the sheet that it came with to use it 3 to 6 times a day. And the good thing about this is you can let this soak into your skin. It will not grow stuff, because it is purified salt water, so it will kill all that stuff. And yeah, so you're just going to want to spray this onto a Q-tip. And I have this in a bag because I like spray it at school before cheerleading and stuff, so it doesn't get all gross and sweaty. I take a Q-tip, I squirt it on there, and I will show you what to do right now. Okay, so what you want to do is you're going to get a Q-tip, any kind of Q-tip. The pointed ones might be easier to use, but I just have a regular Q-tip, and you're going to want to spray it onto the Q-tip just so your Q-tip is damp, and you're going to want to rub it under the bar and everywhere around it. Okay, so after doing that, this just helps get rid of all the crusties with the Q-tip. Like, I know it sounds gross, but for the first few times you get it, like, clean it, you're going to have little crusty stuff around your belly button, and that's just healing. And as long as it's, like, white or clear, it's not infected. But if it's green or yellow, it is infected, so you're going to want to go see your piercer about what they can do about that, or a doctor. But my piercer just said if anything goes wrong, just to come back to him, and he can talk about what we can do and give me things to heal it. And so after you clean out all of it with a Q-tip, you're going to just want to spray this directly onto the piercing, getting it all over. And yes, it is going to run down your stomach, so you can put a towel right here, but I really don't care. I mean, I'm not at school or anything, but if I'm at school, I make sure to put like a jacket or something right here to catch it so it doesn't look like I like peed my pants, you know? So I spray that on there and I let it sit. And for the first few times you do this, mine stung a little bit because it is salt water and it's cleaning things out. So it might sting, just depends. Some people say it doesn't sting, some people say it does. Just don't worry, it's okay. That's just cleaning, and make sure, it's just making sure you're all clean and good to go. The other thing about cleaning with salt water is you can take three, yes, definitely 3. I'm talking about, yes, really 3. 3 pinches of regular sea salt. Do not get table salt or any other kind of salt because that has iodine in it and that can kill the new cells or something. I had a long lecture about this at the place. But it's like you can kill new cells. It's just not good, so you don't want to use iodine because it can hurt. So just use regular sea salt, and you're going to take 3 pinches, like 1, 2, 3, and drop it in. And you're going to put that in 8 ounces, or you can get put a little bit more into a water bottle and kind of, you know how at some places they poke, not at some places, you can do this, like poke a top with a pen, and so you can squeeze it on. And you could do that too. It's very, cost effective. It's ends up being like $3 or something, and this was $15. But this is much more, carrying around handy. I don't know what that word is. I don't know. But it's just easier to carry around and more, not effective, I don't know. It's just better overall for me because personally, if I'm going to school, I'm not going to be taking a big thing of sea salt and a water bottle and poking holes and mixing potions, and I'm not doing that at school. And also another thing you can do is with the sea salt, you can pinch some into hot water, and you're going to want to boil the water and put it in a cup, and you can do this inverted cup trick, and I'm going to pretend like this is the cup. So pretend this is filled with the warm, well, you can do it to the hottest point your skin can stand. So do it warm. If you can handle it really hot, then do it really hot because that's better for it. So pretend this is filled with the salt water and water. You're going to want to take this and really quickly flip it upside down to cover the piercing. And you can hold this for 10 to 15 minutes, and you could hold it like this if you wanted to, or what I do if I ever do this is I lay down on my back, so this is covering the whole piercing, because if you do it like this and the thing is not full, you're only going to get this bottom bar. And this top bar is, not bar, but the little top ball is very important to clean too, so you're not going to want to miss that. So that's really important that you get both. So I lay down and do it because that to me is just more effective and just overall easier. But I definitely recommend the H2 Ocean or any brand. I think it's Dragon Tail, not Dragon Tail. It's Dragon something. There's multiple brands. You can look them up. I can actually put some in the down bar, but this is just one that my piercer had and is the most common one. So if you're looking for a very easy thing that you could take to many places, I would definitely recommend this or any kind of purified ocean salt water. So I think that is everything, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this. And please leave some requests down below if you have any. And yeah, bye guys.